Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is Thanksgiving week, and I knew that if I didn't do a Thanksgiving MRE, that I was going to sadly disappoint a lot of you. Thanksgiving has always been a big holiday for me and for my family. We've always had big celebrations around it. And over the last few years, what it looks like to us has changed a lot. Back around the time my oldest daughter was born, my brother moved away. Just a few years ago, my parents finally decided to make the move and sold their home right around the corner from me and moved up to the Ozarks, where they had had a vacation home for a number of years. 2 years ago, my father-in-law died, and this year my mother-in-law went to be with him. Now, for the last couple of decades, we have always done Thanksgiving dinner at my in-laws' house. This year, we plan to do that again for what is probably going to be the last time, because with clearing out her estate, it also means we're going to be selling her house. But even so, this year, Thanksgiving is going to be really different. But what that means is that now we start all new traditions. From now on, we have to start doing Thanksgiving our way. So if you have Thanksgiving family traditions that you do every year, enjoy them while you can, because you never know what the future is going to hold. Now, with all that out of the way, let me introduce you to the Dad Budget Adventures Homemade MRE Menu TG1 in honor of this year's Thanksgiving. Now, I'm sure there's some folks that are already actively going into the comments section and trying to list off the things that they think are going to be in this Thanksgiving meal. There's a good chance you're probably going to be right. Some of the things in here are things that you have specifically suggested that I needed to try. One of these I've been holding off for a long time to try it because I wanted to make sure I did it in this particular video for the holiday. So without any further ado, let's tear into this bag and see what is in our Thanksgiving homemade MRE. Now, if you're curious about the rules for how I do my MREs, they're down in the description box. It outlines everything about my thought process and what goes into these. So for our entree, you probably guessed we're gonna do the Hormel Completes turkey and dressing dinner. I keep hearing that this is the best thing in the Hormel Completes lineup. I'm a little skeptical about that, but enough of you have told me that I have to believe there must be something to it. I'm really hoping that this is good because honestly, if this is what you're having to resort to for Thanksgiving dinner for whatever reason, maybe your family's in a blackout, maybe there's some other disaster that you're trying to deal with and you had to rely on a kit like this just to have something that seems like normal, I really hope that this is good. But I'm gonna throw it in the trucker's lunchbox. I've already got it preheated, and then we're gonna dig in and see what else is in this bag. All right, next up is our side. To go along with that turkey and dressing, I wanted some green bean casserole, but nobody makes shelf-stable green bean casserole. So what I got was these Harvest Snaps baked green pea snacks. These are lightly salted and gluten-free, but I figured this is as close as I can get to green beans outside of just like one of those little packs of just green beans and juice. And the downside to those is while they're not something I would say never use in your MRE, they do run the risk of getting a little messy if something happens to the packaging. I think these are going to be just fine. In fact, I was at an event with Joey the Roadie and his family this weekend, and he was sitting there eating a bag of these, and he asked me if I wanted some. I said, no, I've never had them. I want to wait until I do the video this weekend because I bought some for the video. I passed up an opportunity just so we could share this wonderful moment together. See, it's like having the holidays with me, right? Next up is our walking around snack. This is another one of those items that I very specifically went looking for. I really wanted to find them in a smaller snack size bag, but I couldn't seem to locate them. But what I picked up was the Ocean Spray Craisins. These are dried cranberries. What goes better with Thanksgiving dinner than cranberries? Now, if you know where I can find snack-sized packages of craisins, please leave me a comment down below and tell me about it, because this is one of those things that I really like dried cranberries, but this big bag here, I don't know that I would eat everything in this bag. Now, yeah, probably not with one meal. I would probably eat them over the course of a weekend, but that is a pretty good sized package right there. By the way, if you haven't picked up on it already, not everything in this MRE came from the same store. Some of it came from Dollar General, some of it came from Dollar Tree. I think that might be it. I know I looked at other places, but I think I found everything I needed at Dollar General and Dollar Tree. Next up is our dessert. This was one of those items that it wasn't really what I wanted, but it's gonna do the job. I wanted to find something pumpkin-y, not pumpkin spice, something pumpkin-y, like some pumpkin cookies or something like that, to kind of replace the pumpkin pie. But I wasn't able to find anything like that. So I picked up a pack of these Purine dark chocolate cream-filled wafer. Now I think a little cheat on the idea of chocolate pie will go almost as far as pumpkin pie. And finally, the last thing we've got in our bag is our beverage. And for that, I picked up this Canada Dry Cranberry Ginger Ale drink mix. Found another way to work in that cranberry flavor into our meal. So that is everything that's in our Thanksgiving dinner MRE. So let me get my drink mixed up, and then let's start trying some of these items and seeing if we're going to be thankful for what was in this kit. By the way, there will be a bonus video that'll be coming out this week on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. There'll be another special video dropping, so be sure and check back for that one because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get our cranberry ginger ale drink mix mixed up. Stir this up with our wooden spork. It's not mixing very well. There's some clumps down in the bottom that just don't seem to want to break up. Well, we're going to let that rest like that for just a minute, and we're going to get to trying some of this stuff. All right, first off, let's try our Harvest Snaps baked green pea snacks. I'm excited about these. This is one of those things that I've seen a lot of times in the store. I've never gotten around to trying them, but they seem like a really interesting idea. Having snacks like this that are baked as opposed to fried, I mean, I can't say that that's actually a better thing because I haven't really looked into all the details about it, but typically baking is going to always be better for you than frying. Now is when somebody comes into the comment section and starts blowing apart about all the different chemicals and everything that's in this food. Calm yourselves down. All right. They definitely smell like snap peas. I can smell that they've been dried through the baking process, but that is definitely a smell of snap peas. So very natural smell to them. But let's give one of these a try and see what we got here. Wow. I like that. I like that texture. It's still got that taste of snap peas, but it's got that solid crunch. I mean, it's crunchy all the way through. And it's not like there's pieces of it that don't quite break up like sometimes you get with dried vegetables. This right here is done all the way through, and it's got that awesome crunchy texture. I wonder if they make any kind of a spicy version of this. This has a flavor that really lends itself towards having a little bit of heat to really drive it home. So I wonder what you would dip baked green snap peas into. Seems like they'd be pretty good for dipping something, but can't quite think of what I would do that with. Anyway, think of something, leave me a comment. I like those a lot. That light bit of salt on there is just right. My goodness, those are good. I'm gonna put that away for a moment. And let's try our Canada Dry Cranberry Ginger Ale. It's got a good, refreshing smell to it. It smells like that'd be really good over ice. Let's give that a taste. That's different. I like the flavors that are involved here. It's of course artificially sweetened, and that's the first thing that just really hits my tongue and makes it a little bit less enjoyable, but it's still a pretty good drink. Yeah, that's not bad for washing that down with. Following behind something that's got a little salt to it, this is pretty good, but I wonder if I would like it as much if I wasn't really thirsty because I was eating something like those green pea snaps. I'm not sure I would like the flavor just sitting around sipping on this. Anyway, let's see what's next. Next up is our walking around snacks, our Ocean Spray Craisins, dried cranberries. These were one of those brilliant things that somebody came up with a while back. Raisins have always been kind of one of those love-hate things for most people. I know a lot of people that absolutely love raisins, and then I know other people that can't stand them. I'm one of those people that I like raisins, but I like them with certain things more than others. So it's kind of I could take it or leave it most of the time, but done the right way, I like them. But I absolutely love craisins. And mixing these in with trail mix and things like that, to me, that just adds a whole lot of extra zing. That extra sharp flavor of dried cranberries, to me, is what drives it home a lot of times. Let's get us a handful here. They've got a very bright and brisk smell. That sharpness of the cranberries is very present in that aroma. All right, let's give that a try. Yeah, those are good. These are one of those snacks that I think if I was just sitting around with this bag in my hand, watching TV or sitting around a campfire, I would probably find myself in a rhythm of just popping handful after handful into my mouth, and then suddenly looking down and realizing it's all gone. That's good stuff. Let's see how this chases those cranberries. It's funny, the cranberries kind of neutralize the taste a little bit. Yeah, it tastes a little funny. It doesn't taste bad, it just tastes a little funny chasing after those cranberries. All right, it is time to try our Hormel Completes turkey and dressing. This is a moment that I've been waiting for quite some time. Let's get in here and see if it's as good as y'all have told me it is. Y'all better be right. I hope you guys will come back on Wednesday to see what I've got cooked up for you, because I think you're going to like it. You see what I did there? Cooked up. Never mind. So it's not what I was expecting. I kind of thought there would be like slices or pulled turkey, but it looks like it's a turkey loaf. Yeah, we're not going to hate on it too much. It smells good enough. I mean, it smells like turkey and dressing. There's a lot of gravy in here. I mean, a lot of gravy, and it's very gelatinous. Not really my favorite texture for gravy, but it does smell good. And if it tastes as good as it smells, this may actually be a winner. Let's find out. To all of you, happy Thanksgiving. All right, you guys redeemed yourself. I wouldn't say it's wonderful, but it's definitely not bad. It's got a decent texture. It's got a decent flavor. It's not just completely gross. Now, I've had some of their stuff that, you look up gross in the dictionary, there's a picture of one of these Hormel Completes next to it. This ain't the one. That's pretty good stuff. I'm going to get a couple more of these. Well, that taste of that turkey and dressing is still in my mouth. I want to get some of these. That's a good combo. Oh, you know we're doing this. I may just get my green bean casserole after all. Here we go. Let's try that. That kind of works. Cheers. Let's get us another bite of turkey and dressing. Here we go. Get us some more craisins. I don't know about y'all, but I kind of like it when I get a little bit of gravy on my cranberries. There we go. That ain't half bad. My goodness. More gravy. I can't think of a situation where I would prefer to do Thanksgiving dinner like this. But honestly, if you're in a bad way when Thanksgiving rolls around, and let's face it, there's a whole lot of holidays that some people have to suffer through because they're dealing with a disaster when they should be sitting around having fun with their family. And this right here is a way to come kind of close to normal. It's not going to be anybody's favorite, but I mean, honestly, if this is what you got to go with, you can do worse. With the cranberries in here, it kind of reminds me of that new turkey sandwich that Firehouse Subs has. Have y'all tried that? I went and got one the other day just because I was curious, and it wasn't half bad, but I did think that the stuffing was a little much. I think maybe if they had just toasted and then seasoned the bread to taste like stuffing, it would have been about 100% better. Mixing the gravy, the turkey, the stuffing, the cranberries, kind of reminds me a little of that. That's a happy turkey plate. Y'all, if you're enjoying this content, please be sure and give a like to this video. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be made aware of all upcoming videos. Yes, I'm pointing at you with a harvest snap. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, even if it's just to say hi. Tell me where in the world you're from. Every comment feeds the algorithm like these harvest snaps are feeding my face. Let's wash that down. That particular Hormel Completes is surprisingly filling. I think it's probably the stuffing more so than anything, but man, I do absolutely feel like I just ate something. Which is better than some of them because a lot of them are just enough food to make me mad, but that one right there, that hit the spot. Next up, let's try these Pyroline cream-filled wafers. This is the dark chocolate. This is our Thanksgiving chocolate pie. I really hope you guys are enjoying this video. This one was one I've been thinking on for a very long time, and I hope you like my selections. If you have thoughts for better selections to do another video like this, let me know. Also, Christmas is coming. If you have ideas for something to get for a Christmas MRE, leave me a comment and tell me about that, because right now I have no clue what I'm gonna do for that. Let's try that. Ooh, that smells good. Nice and chocolatey. Here we go. Those right there are hard to beat. Get that crispy wafer shell that tastes like a pie crust and that chocolate center. That is an adequate substitute for a Thanksgiving pie. Those things are gonna leave you thirsty. All right, everybody, that is it for our Thanksgiving homemade MRE. I personally enjoyed this one. It was a lot better than I expected it to be, and I absolutely enjoyed every single item in this kit. I can see building a couple of these to keep around just in case. Because, every once in a while you just get a craving for Thanksgiving dinner. You don't have to cook the whole thing. So you can, do that. But with that out of the way, I am absolutely thankful for every one of you out there that comes in here every week and tells me how much they enjoy spending time with me. Those of you who keep telling me that you get up early on Sunday mornings, make a cup of coffee, and sit down just to watch my videos. That keeps me coming back. I can scroll past the trolls and the haters and the people that just need something to say and someplace to say it. Y'all are my salvation. Y'all and your supportive comments are what keeps making this fun. I enjoy doing these things, even though this wasn't what I really set out to try to make this channel about. This is what y'all landed on. Y'all like it, I'm gonna keep doing it. And I've been able to find ways to make it fun for me and hopefully for you too. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hug your families and keep them close. And until the next one, prepare for the world that you live in, not the one you wish existed. And we'll see you around. Happy Thanksgiving.